The night Love and Hip Hop Atlanta turned into pure chaos will forever be remembered as the moment the cameras caught something so raw, so shocking that fans are still replaying it in disbelief. No one saw it coming. The lights were hot, the energy in the room was buzzing, but the tension between Spice and Jasmine was like a storm waiting to explode. What started as shady whispers and side eyes spiraled into one of the most explosive brawls reality TV has ever seen. And when it happened, when Spice lunged across the table, shocking everyone, dragging Jasmine in a scene that fans swear wasn't even scripted, the world gasped. The crowd froze. The cast froze. Even the production crew looked like they didn't know whether to break it up or keep the cameras rolling. What followed was betrayal, tears, and a meltdown, so intense that insiders are still leaking receipts about what really went down when the cameras cut. And tonight, we are breaking every single piece of it down, every leaked message, every fan meltdown, every behind-the-scenes secret that the producers tried to hide. Because this wasn't just an argument. This was Spice making it clear she was done playing nice, and Jasmine paying the price for secrets that might finally come spilling out. And trust me, by the time you hear what I have to show you, you'll understand why the cast is still reeling. And why social media is on fire. The night was supposed to be like any other wild Love and Hip Hop Atlanta taping drama. Shade, maybe? A couple of tears, but no one, not even the producers who thrive on chaos, could have predicted what went down when Spice and Jasmine found themselves face to face. The energy in the room shifted like a storm cloud rolling in, and everyone knew something unforgettable was about to happen. It wasn't just a petty argument. It wasn't just shady words tossed back and forth. What unfolded was a complete meltdown, a clash of personalities, betrayal years in the making that exploded under the bright lights of the cameras. It all started subtle. It's like a snake slithering in the grass. Jasmine walked in with her head high, her hair laid to perfection, her smirk sharp enough to cut glass. She looked like she was daring somebody to challenge her. Spice, already heated from weeks of whispers and rumors, wasn't about to let Jasmine play coy. Fans watching later swore you could see the fire in her eyes the moment Jasmine sat down across the table. This wasn't just about words anymore. This was about pride, respect, and a mountain of grudges too big to bury. At first, it was just shade disguised as conversation. Jasmine leaned forward, her voice dripping with mock sweetness, and asked, "So, Spice, you still trying to run Atlanta like it's yours?" Everyone froze. That was the trigger. Spice's lips curled, her entire body stiffened, and the camera zoomed in just in time to catch the exact second her patience cracked. "Run Atlanta," she shot back. "Baby, I don't try to. Don't get it twisted." The words sliced, like daggers. The other women gasped, clutching their drinks like shields. You could feel the tension building with every second. But Jasmine wasn't backing down. "You loud, but loud don't mean powerful," she sneered. "Everybody know. You got issues. Everybody know you struggling to keep up." The audacity. The cameras panned to Carly Red, her eyes wide, clearly enjoying the carnage but also ready to jump in if fists started flying. Spice leaned across the table, her voice low, dangerous. "Say it again? I dare you." Her nails tapped against the glass in front of her like warning shots. Us. Jasmine smirked, as if daring her right back. "You heard me." The producers knew gold was happening right in front of them. No one stepped in. No one tried to defuse the situation. Because when Spice and Jasmine go head-to-head, you let it happen. The insults flew like bullets. Spice accused Jasmine of being a clout chaser, a woman who built her whole storyline off attaching herself to other people's drama. Jasmine fired back, bringing up Spice's personal struggles, even hinting at rumors about relationships behind the scenes. The other cast members exchanged nervous glances, torn between jumping in or staying quiet. But one thing was clear: this wasn't going to end with just words. Spice slammed her hand on the table, sending drinks splashing and plates rattling. "You've been running your mouth too long. Tonight, it ends." Jasmine leaned back, cool as ice. "What you gonna do? Cry or finally admit you ain't who you pretend to be?" And that was it. The last straw. Spice stood up so fast her chair crashed backward. With a flash of blue hair and fury in her eyes, she lunged across the table. The room exploded into chaos. Jasmine barely had time to react before Spice's hands were on her, shoving, grabbing, pulling. Screams erupted, drinks spilled. Security rushed forward, but not before the damage was done. The cameras caught it all. Spice's voice rang out above the noise. "I warned you." Jasmine shrieked back, struggling to push her off. The two women clashed like lightning, raw, messy, unstoppable. It wasn't just a fight, it was years of resentment erupting in one violent moment. Fans later swore that in the background you could see cast members frozen, mouths open in shock, completely unsure whether to stop it or let it burn. Carly shouted, "Stop, stop." But her voice was drowned out by the chaos. When security finally pulled them apart, Jasmine's hair was wild, her face red with fury. While Spice stood heaving, her chest rising and falling like a storm barely contained. The silence afterward was deafening. You could hear a pin drop as everyone processed what had just happened. But the cameras didn't stop rolling. And here's the part the producers didn't air on VH1 but leaked online through fan phones. Spice screaming, "You think I'm scared of your little secrets? Try me." Jasmine, shaking with rage, screamed back, "I'll ruin you. I got receipts on all of you." That single line sent shockwaves through the entire cast. Receipts on everyone. What did she mean? The whispers started immediately. Kind of receipts? Was it texts? Photos? Voice recordings? Insiders claim Jasmine has hours of audio saved on her phone conversations with producers, castmates, maybe even Spice herself. The threat wasn't just empty words. Jasmine might actually hold the kind of evidence that could flip the entire franchise upside down. Spice didn't flinch. She raised her chin and said, "Do it. Let's see who survives when the truth comes out." Her voice cracked like a whip, daring Jasmine to cross the line. The cameras zoomed in on Jasmine's face, her lips trembling between fury and fear. That's when the producers stepped in, trying to calm everyone down. But it was too late. The damage was done. The fight had crossed from entertainment into reality, from TV into actual danger. And as Jasmine stormed out, her voice echoing down the hall, she screamed, "This ain't over. Next time, the world's gonna know everything." The cast sat frozen, some in shock, others in fear. Everyone knew something bigger was coming, something darker. Because when someone threatens to drop receipts, it's never just talk, it's war. And that was only the beginning, because what Jasmine did next turned a backstage fight into a public spectacle that sent the entire internet into meltdown. By the next sunrise, Atlanta wasn't buzzing, it was shaking. Social media had turned into a battlefield. With the internet went nuclear. Fans dissected every word. YouTube channels uploaded breakdowns, zooming into Jasmine's face, pointing out her trembling hands and the fury in her eyes. Blogs ran headlines like "Jasmine Washington promises to end," "Spice's career with leaked audio," and "Spice's crown in jeopardy." Even gossip radio stations in New York and Miami picked up the story, asking listeners to call in and take sides. But Spice wasn't backing down. Within hours, she clapped back with her own cryptic message, posted in stark white letters on a black background. "Receipts cut both ways. Don't forget that." Fans lost their minds. Was Spice hinting that she too had dirt on Jasmine? This about to become a full-on mutual destruction pact? The speculation was endless. Then, late that night, things escalated even further. A fan account leaked screenshots of what looked like text conversations between Jasmine and a Love and Hip Hop producer. In them, Jasmine allegedly wrote, "If Spice embarrasses me again, I'm dropping the files. I don't care what happens." To the show, the screenshots spread like wildfire, reposted on Twitter, Instagram, and even Reddit forums dedicated to reality TV scandals. Fans didn't know if they were real, but they didn't care. The narrative was set. Jasmine had been plotting behind the scenes, and Spice had called her bluff. Still, Jasmine's supporters fought back. They flooded Twitter with hashtags like #JusticeForJasmine and #SpiceCrossTheLine, accusing VH1 of exploiting Jasmine's pain for ratings. Some even demanded Spice be removed from the cast. But Spice's loyal fan base clapped back harder, trending #TeamSpice worldwide, praising her for standing up for herself and refusing to be humiliated. The fan war was vicious, with insults, memes, and even fake leaked audios spreading like wildfire. And then the celebrities chimed in. Carly Red, never one to miss drama, tweeted, "I told y'all this season would be crazy, and it's only the beginning." Rashida posted a subtweet that fans instantly connected to Jasmine. Some people stay lying for relevance. Truth always comes out. Even Scrappy added fuel to the fire with a cryptic Instagram caption. "Silence is golden when everybody watching." The industry wasn't just watching, it was taking sides. But the most chilling moment came when an anonymous Twitter account dropped a 20-second audio clip. The voice, unmistakably Jasmine's, could be heard saying, "She thinks she can ruin me, but I'll ruin her. I'll ruin all of them." The clip cut off before revealing who them was, but the damage was done. Blogs exploded, claiming Jasmine had dirt not only on Spice, but on multiple cast members. The idea that Jasmine might have a folder full of secrets ready to drop like bombs had everyone on edge. Spice wasted no time responding. She uploaded a fiery video to her Instagram story, her voice full of rage. "Don't believe the lies. Don't believe the fakes. Y'all know me. Stand 10 toes on everything I say. I don't need to hide. If she want to drop something, let her drop it. I'll still be standing when the smoke clears." Her defiance only added gasoline to the fire. By now, VH1 executives were in panic mode. Reports leaked that emergency meetings were held to decide whether Spice should be suspended or Jasmine silenced. But the truth was, they couldn't stop it. The drama was too big, too viral, too unstoppable. The ratings were spiking, the blogs were feeding, and both women knew they were untouchable as long as the world stayed glued to their every move. That's when Jasmine made her boldest move yet. She posted a picture of herself holding a thick manila envelope, the caption reading, "Truth in my hands. Ready when you are." The internet went wild. Was this the evidence she had promised? Were the receipts real? Fans begged her to open it live. Memes of Spice versus Jasmine folders flooded timelines. Even mainstream outlets like TMZ picked up the story. Insiders whispered that Jasmine planned to reveal the contents during the reunion special, holding the entire cast hostage with her evidence. But here's where things took an even darker turn because Spice wasn't waiting. Multiple sources claim she began gathering her own folder of dirt on Jasmine, working with allies in the cast to prepare for whatever Jasmine tried to drop. It wasn't just about survival anymore. It was war. And just when the fanbase thought they had seen it all, another twist hit. A blurred screenshot circulated claiming to show Jasmine texting someone, "If I go down, the whole show goes down." With me, no one knew if it was authentic. But the fear it sparked was real. What if Jasmine wasn't bluffing? What if she had secrets that could tear down not just Spice, but the entire love and hip-hop empire? The internet went into meltdown. Commentators on YouTube uploaded hour-long breakdowns. Fans screamed in chat rooms, and cast members allegedly begged producers to cancel filming until Jasmine was stopped. But Jasmine couldn't be stopped. Her final post of the night sealed the tension. "See you at the reunion. Bring your folder." "I'll bring mine." The stage was set for the most explosive showdown Love and Hip Hop Atlanta had ever seen. And the cliffhanger. During filming of the reunion, Jasmine walked onto the stage clutching that same envelope. Her eyes locked on Spice and said, "It's time the world knows what you've been hiding." The cameras cut. The audience screamed. And fans were left, hanging, wondering what was in the envelope. The reunion stage was heavy with silence, the kind of silence that crackles with electricity. The lights glared down, the audience packed in tight, waiting for sparks. Knowing this wasn't going to be the average Love and Hip Hop reunion full of playful shade and messy clapbacks. No, this was the night everything would break open. The cameras rolled, the host took his seat. And then Jasmine walked out holding that now infamous manila envelope like it was the crown jewels. All eyes followed her every step, but hers stayed locked on Spice. Spice sat in her chair, calm but visibly tense, her blue hair catching the light like fire. She didn't flinch. She didn't blink. But insiders later swore you could see her, nails digging into her armrest, gripping so tight it left marks. The energy between them was explosive. So thick, the host barely managed to get through introductions before Jasmine interrupted. "I'm not here for games," Jasmine said, holding up the envelope. Her voice didn't shake. Spice wanted to. Embarrass me. She wanted to come at me like I'm weak. But tonight, I'm proving who the real liar is. The audience gasped. The host tried to step in, asking Jasmine to wait until her segment. But Spice leaned forward, her voice low and sharp enough to cut glass, then open it. "Stop threatening and just do it." The crowd erupted, half screaming for Jasmine to reveal, half chanting Spice's name. Social media lit up in real time, fans recording the live taping and posting clips before producers could stop them. Hashtags like #SpiceVsJasmine and #LHHATL receipts trended within minutes. Jasmine slid the envelope onto her lap, tapping it like a drum beat. "Oh, I'll open it," she said. "But once I do, don't say I didn't warn you." The tension broke into chaos when Carly Red jumped in, her eyes wide and dramatic as always. "Girl, just do it. If you've got the receipts, show the world. Not, sit down." Rashida shook her head, clearly disgusted, muttering, "This ain't it, this gone too far." But the fans didn't care about reason. They wanted blood. Finally, Jasmine ripped the envelope open. Papers spilled onto her lap-printed screenshots, supposed text threads, even what looked like bank statements. She held one up to the cameras, shaking with adrenaline. "This, right here. This proves Spice been lying. She's been paying people to go against me, to spread stories, to make me look crazy." The audience gasped. Spice's jaw clenched, but she didn't look away. The host leaned in, asking Jasmine to explain, but she cut him off. "No, let the people see. Let everybody see." One screenshot showed messages allegedly between Spice and another cast member discussing Jasmine. "We gonna set her up? She won't survive this season." Another showed what Jasmine claimed was a bank transfer from an anonymous account linked to Spice's team. Fans in the audience screamed, phones flashing as they tried to capture every detail. But Spice wasn't staying quiet. She shot up from her chair, her voice booming, "Them fake. You really came on this stage with Photoshop and lies." Security shifted nervously as she stepped forward, her fury radiating. Jasmine smirked. "You scared now, huh?" The crowd exploded. Jasmine leaped up too, waving the papers in Spice's face. Obsessed. "You, the one that jumped me? You, the one that can't stop talking about me? If anybody obsessed, it's you." Suddenly, Spice snatched one of the papers from Jasmine's hand, ripping it in half. The audience screamed as Jasmine lunged, trying to grab it back. Security rushed in, pulling them apart, but not before Jasmine shouted, "I got audio too. And when I drop it, you done? That one line? sent shockwaves, audio. The papers were one thing, but recordings. The room fell into chaos. Cast members shouted. The host tried to regain control. But the audience was chanting for Jasmine to release the tapes. Later that night, mysterious clip surfaced online, muffled recording where a voice sounding eerily like Spice's could be heard saying, "Make sure she don't come back next season. Pay whoever you need to." The clip was only 15 seconds long, grainy and unclear, but it was enough to send the internet into meltdown. Fans flooded Twitter, accusing Spice of being caught red-handed. Others defended her, claiming the audio was doctored. The war lines were drawn deeper than ever. Meanwhile, insiders whispered that the producers were terrified. If Jasmine really had hours of recordings, the entire franchise could implode. Contracts could be broken, lawsuits could fly, sponsors could pull out. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta had thrived on chaos, but this was nuclear. And then came the twist no one saw coming. During a break in filming, while the cameras were still secretly rolling, Spice was caught whispering to Carly Red. She not lying about everything, but she don't know the whole truth. The clip leaked online hours later, igniting a firestorm. Fans demanded answers. What truth? What was Spice hiding that Jasmine didn't know? By the time the reunion ended, Jasmine had stormed off stage twice. Spice had to be held back by 3 security guards, and the producers looked like they'd aged 10 years in one night. The audience filed out buzzing, calling it the most chaotic reunion in franchise history. But the biggest cliffhanger came in the final moments. When Jasmine turned back before leaving the stage, staring directly at Spice and saying, "If I go down, I'm taking you with me," the cameras faded to black. The episode cut. Fans were left screaming at their screens, desperate for answers. The next morning, the internet erupted again. Some fans crowned Jasmine the winner for daring to expose Spice. Others swore Spice would never fall, that she was untouchable, the queen of the franchise. But one thing was certain. The feud had gone beyond reality TV. This was personal. Was dangerous. And with the threat of more audio leaks hanging in the air, nobody knew whose career would survive when the smoke finally cleared. The only guarantee? The war between Spice and Jasmine had just begun. And there you have the fight. That shook Love and Hip Hop Atlanta to its core. A slap that echoed across the industry, receipts that may or may not destroy careers. And a feud so toxic, it's already rewriting the rules of reality TV. But ask yourself, do you really think this is over? Because if tonight proved anything, it's that Spice and Jasmine aren't stopping here. The whispers of more audio leaks, the rumors of hidden texts, the threats made live on Camara. This is only the beginning of a war that could take down the entire cast. The question is, when those next secrets drop, will you be ready? Or will you be left in the dark, catching up after the chaos has already exploded? Don't play yourself. If you're not locked in with us right now, you're going to miss the next bombshell, the next betrayal, the next fight that everybody will be talking about. So here's what you need to do. Hit that like button until it breaks. Drop a comment with whose side you're on, Spice or Jasmine on. Most importantly, subscribe right now with notifications on, because the next time a leaked clip or a secret message drops, we'll have it first. And trust me, the last thing you want is to be late to the biggest scandal of the year. This isn't just gossip. This is survival. Choose your side. Join the family and stay tuned, because the next chapter is coming faster than you think.